There's another one. Awesome. Hawks lose 5-4 to the Florida Panthers. That's really all I got to say about that. It's just a rough couple of games against the Panthers. And the team goes 0-2-1 in the black alternate jerseys in their last 3 games, which they busted them out for. We start things off about 8 minutes into the game as Anthony Duclair gets a chance, defended by Wyatt Kalynuk, goes wide around the net into the corner. Kalynuk tries to battle for it, can't win it. Duclair emerges, Kalynuk still trailing, and he fires a shot and scores. Anthony Duclair, it's all him, just, dude, Kalynuk, you just let him walk all over you on that play. I just don't get it. That was just not a great play by Kalynuk. Just kind of let him do his own thing, and then all of a sudden he shot the puck and he wasn't ready, and Lankinen wasn't ready, obviously. So it beats him. It's 1-0 Florida. You could say the rest of the first period was dominated by the goaltenders as some great saves from Lankinen and Bobrovsky in the rest of this first period. Anthony Duclair was the only player to score a goal in this period. 1-0 after 1. And here at the start of the second period, about 2.5 minutes in, I don't know what they're doing. The defense just broke apart. Mitchell and Stillman, that pairing blew this play. And somehow, I don't even know how it got to Nikita Gusev, but it does. He's all the way in the corner. He moves in and just fires, and doesn't necessarily fire. He just kind of slides it past Lankinen. It was just got it in the corner, walked right across, put it in. Yay, goal. Like, come on, man. I've got no words for that one. That one is all in the defense, and Lankinen could have made that, not really could have, but should have made that save as well. Just bad all around by the defense. We're going to move on from that, and we're going to go to late here in the second, as the Hawks are on a power play. It's winding down. It's almost out. Literally like 5 seconds left. Hawks win the faceoff. Connor Murphy has it in the back. He fires it on net, and he scores. Connor Murphy had a couple rough games, man. He gets on the board, his 3rd goal of the season. That one he needed really badly, as he's had a rough stretch, a rough week. Remember how I said Riley Stillman was at fault for the 2nd goal partially? Well, he was the culprit for this 2nd goal the Hawks scored. Less than a minute after Connor Murphy scores to cut the lead in half, Riley Stillman makes a fantastic play on the offensive front. Makes some nice stick handles and gets a nice dish right to Alex DeBrincat. He finishes it, and it's 2-2. With 2 goals in less than a minute, the Hawks are back in this thing. And Riley Stillman should be the main focal point of this goal, as DeBrincat, all he had to do was just tap it in, as Stillman did all of the hard work, dangles around, I think, 2 Florida defenders to get it to DeBrincat. And that's a really nice goal for DeBrincat and Stillman. That one, it's those kinds of goals that give you some sort of hope, but at the same time, you remember this defense sucks. And it's further reinforced here at the end of the second. Under 10 seconds to go. Again, by the way. That happened against Nashville. Somehow won that game. I'm just not going to talk about it because I don't feel like talking about it right now. Gustav Forsling, right over to Alexander Barkov, fires it on Lankinen. Under 10 seconds to go. Under 7, basically, right as he scores. So, good job. You tied the game, and you let up a goal in the last 10 seconds of the period, man. That is just heartbreaking. And that one's hard to let up. And guess what? Alex DeBrincat was trailing the defense or the offense the entire time, and Connor Murphy went to attack Forsling and forgot that Alexander Barkov existed. So, I don't know, man. That one was bad. And just like that game against Nashville, the Panthers scored right out the gate in the 3rd. Anthony Duclair gets a break and a pretty lucky break as, again, we had another trip in the Blackhawks defense. Nikita Zadorov, the victim of this fall. This time he falls on the ice, and Duclair's all by himself. Looked like he was trying to go wraparound, but he found a way to beat Lankinen as he came over, kind of caught him on the ground, sneaks it by him short side, kind of like if this is the post, kind of came in, kind of right there, right in, and that's all that goal wrote. See, unlike that game against Nashville, we were down 4-1. Let's go ahead and bring that 3-goal deficit back. Literally less than 30 seconds later, a pass around the boards behind the net fails. It's picked off by Sam Bennett. He's behind the net. Oh no! Roaring into the slot. Bang. Like, I can't tell you how easy of a goal that was for Owen Tippett. That was just right there, sat right next to the net. Boop. Psh. That's in. And in literally a minute's worth of game time, the Hawks will have 3 goals. If you're telling me this defense isn't bad, you have no idea what hockey team you're watching. You are not watching the Chicago Blackhawks because, my goodness, if they have been exposed, this is exactly what I mean by exposed because, my goodness, they were letting everything get by them in that minute. Literally everything. Hawks had an awful minute of hockey, and it cost them the game in the long run. So, Hawks find themselves down 3 in the third period. You can pretty much kiss this game goodbye, but the Hawks decide to keep playing it out as Philip Kurashev, coming in with about 7 minutes to go, it's off. This is a really weird play. As he tries to put it on it, it's blocked. A diving play is made by a defender. He gets the puck up midair, hits it, bats it out of midair, in front of the net, and then Kirby Dach hits it just below the crossbar and behind Sergei Bobrovsky into the top corner of the net. I don't know how that went in, but it did, and that's just one of the weirdest goals you're going to see in a long time. One of the weirdest goals the Hawks have scored this season, no question. Dach gets it to go, and wow, somehow it's only a 2-goal game now. And we're under a minute down 2. So Hawks have the empty net, and Patrick Kane decides to have it with 20 seconds left. Gets a cross-ice pass to a wide-open Dominic Kubalik, who fires it, and they get an insurance goal. They get 2 goals here in the last 10 minutes to make it look like it was a close game, but this game was not close at all. They lost this game pretty badly. Kubalik scores, it's 5-4, and naturally with only 18 seconds left, they can't bury it past Bobrovsky, who had to make quite a few of really big saves in the last minute here. But regardless, he shuts the door, and Florida walks away with the win, 5-4. And see, the thing is, Nashville won today. 1-0 in overtime over the Dallas Stars. So both the teams that are ahead of us, both gain points. It's now an 8-point difference between us and the Nashville Predators. It's got to the point where we need to win every single game for the rest of the season, and Nashville needs to lose every single game for the rest of the season. If that's not what you think it's over, then it's over, man. It is, yeah. Don't even get me started because we also have to worry about the Stars maybe. We have to hope for them to beat Nashville, and then we have to, beat them at the very end of the year. It's just not going to work out because our next 3 games are on the road in Carolina, who right now are like the best team in the league. So this is going to be the season's coming to an end. We're going to be officially eliminated here in the next game or 2. So good job, Chicago. You did it. You started off very well. You gave us hope. Little thing called hope. Darn thing called hope. And then you did this. But then again, the good team started to catch up. Because the bulk of our schedule in the back half of the season has been Tampa, Carolina, Florida, and Nashville. That's really it. The bulk of our schedule has been that. We exhausted all of our games against Columbus and Columbus and Detroit. Jeez. We exhausted all those games early in the year. So we had none of those left. We did good in those games back in the mid-April, week or two ago, 3-1. But now it's gotten to the point where we're stuck playing the really, really good teams that have already clinched a playoff spot, and they're some of the best in the league when we need in desperation for wins. So we got our last 3 road games coming up, all against the Carolina Hurricanes. Oh no. So that's going to do it for this one. This is going to be a very rough end to this season. Hit like if you liked it, hit subscribe if you really liked it and want to see the elimination video upcoming here soon. And I'll see you guys next time.